Hey guys, Bushcrafty here with Bushcrafty Cooks. Today we are going to make a corn Frito salad. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, but it is super yummy. You can actually have it as a salad. You can use it as a dip. Whatever. It's kind of a take on street corn, kind of. You'll see how it is. Anyways, I went ahead and nuked 3 ears of corn, and this is a small batch, so the recipe that I put in the description will be the full batch. Only doing a partial batch because it's just me and my son, and I probably be the only one eating this. So usually what I do is cut the end off. I guess you don't have to do that, but this has already been cooked, nuked in the microwave just the way it is, like this. We're going to go ahead and clean it off. It usually comes off a little bit better than this. I set it in the refrigerator so it would cool off and whatnot. It's a lot better to clean this off in when it's warm, because it's so much easier. It just comes right off. And I'm filming this a bit different, oddballish, because that way I can actually be here instead of being on the side. So bear with me while we get our bearing straight on how we're going to be doing this. There we go. And now we have a major mess on the cutting board. Put this to the side. I'm only going to show you cutting one of these. It's not rocket science. Just take the kernels off. And watch them go all over the place. Usually like doing this into a bowl of some sort, but you guys got to see what we're doing here. There we go. That's one down, 2 more to go. And then put this in our bowl. We're going to give it a little mix so those kernels break up a bit. And try to throw these little hairs away again. There we go. And we'll be back when we get the rest done. Okay, now that we have our corn off of the cob and everything all ready to go, you could use canned corn. I like it so much better when it's fresh. Even better if it's roasted. So keep that in mind. Again, this was 3 ears of corn. And this is just the small batch. I'll have the full recipe in the description. Our next thing is a medium pepper. It's better a bell pepper, sweet pepper, whatever you want to call them. There we go. Put that aside. We're going to go ahead and dice this up and add to our... Probably only need part of this since it's such a large pepper. Go ahead and kind of keep the chunks kind of small. And these come straight from the garden. Everything but the corn. I didn't grow corn this year. There we go. We're going to add that to the mix. We're going to go ahead and do one more piece. So we're going to use half of this big pepper. A medium pepper would have worked good. chop this up and add it to the bowl like the rest of it. And I'm going to eat this one. Ooh, really good. Set that aside. Jalapeno. It's up to you. What do you want to do with it? You want to just slice it up the way it is, or do you want to de-seed it? I'm going to go ahead and take the seeds out and the little white membranes, veins, whatever you want to call it. Set that aside. Make sure you don't scratch your eyes or anything like that. A lot of times I like to put some of the, let it really get ripe and use the red ones. But we're going to use the green one since I used red pepper, bell pepper. My grandpa used to call those mangoes. And we're going to dice this up. I'm going to dice this up kind of small. That way nobody gets a really big bite of jalapeno. Just want the flavor of it. Go ahead and dice it up. Add that to the mix. Do the same with this one, this side of the pepper. And dice these ones up. I like to get these kind of small, that way the flavor is incorporated throughout the salad. Now, it's up to you. You can leave the seeds in the veins of the pepper in there if you want a little bit more heat. There you go. That's what we're looking at right now. We got one more thing to chop up, and that would be an onion. Now, I would say for this half batch, it would probably be a medium-sized onion. So we're going to use just a half of onion here, because this is a pretty good sized onion. We'll see once we get this chopped up. My cutting board looks to be a mess. And you really want to use a purple onion. This is kind of a yellow sweet onion, so it'll still work. Again, try do the opposite I did and chop it up real good. There we go. Yeah, I think that'll go good. That size onion right there. Okay, let's go ahead and add this. And let me get cleaned up for the second stage of this, or third stage, whatever stage I'm on. We'll be right back. Okay, I lied. We have one more thing to cut up, and that's a lemon, or a lime. I like the lime better. Supposed to use the zest of it, but I cannot find my zester, if that's what you call them. But we're going to add one small lime, or juice of a lime, in here. And I gotta use my hands because I can't find my juicer thingy. There's that one. And if you have any cuts or anything, the lime juice will find it. Trust me. Okay. This comes from Aldi's. It's taco seasoning. For the full batch, you're going to use a whole packet. For this batch, I'm only going to use half of it because this is a half batch. There we go. And then we are going to put some, about 3/8 of a cup of mayonnaise right there, and you can add to it if you need to. And we're going to add some, if I can get it open, sour cream to this also. About the same amount. I'll have the right amount on in the description for the full salad. Again, this is just a half batch, so once you get this mixed up somewhat, then it's time to add our last ingredient. Man, that is smelling good. Oh man, too bad we ain't got no smell-o-vision in. There we go. And like I said, this is just a small batch. Grab the corn chips. Now, depending on the corn chips you get, I like to give them a crunch in there. Love the sound, don't you? And we'll add as we go, making sure we have enough crunch mixed in with the salad. Just a little bit more. There you go. Now you can add cilantro to this if you like. I would normally do that. There you go. That is the Frito, or the corn and Frito, I guess it would be Frito street corn salad, something like that. There you have it. Hope you guys like this. I'll have everything in the description down below so you can make it for yourself, and then make sure you tell me how it turned out. Until next time, we'll catch you on the next one.